Hey guys, if you are here and you're looking to increase your e-commerce conversion rates, well, you've come to the right place, because we're going to break down how to identify your bottlenecks and then how to fix the problem to increase your conversion rate so that you make more money. Stay tuned. Hey guys, Chris Morano here. Let's not get into it of who I am. Let's just get right into the video. For you complete beginners, question is, what is an e-commerce conversion rate? A conversion rate is how many people have purchased your website in comparison to the number of visitors that you've had. So essentially, the higher your conversion rate, the more money that you're making. For example, if you have a $50 average order value and you have 1,000 people who have been to your website and you've had 20 purchases, that means you have a 2% conversion rate and made $1,000. Simple math, 20 times your $50 average order value equals $1,000. But what if you could increase your conversion rate to 4%? You have the same 1,000 people who've been to your store, but instead of 20 purchases, you have 40 purchases, which means you haven't made $1,000, you've actually made $2,000 with that same 1,000 visitors to your store. And I know we're talking numbers here, so things can get confusing, and I'm talking very fast, but essentially conversion rate is the number of purchases divided by the amount of visitors to your website times 100. That is the formula to figure out your conversion rate. Now, if you are a Shopify store owner, finding your conversion rate is really easy because Shopify gives it to you. So in order to figure out why your conversion rate might be lower than the industry averages, we need to look at your funnel. But before we do that, if you guys are liking this video so far, give me the thumbs up. Literally, Google's algorithm will increase my views based on how many thumbs up I get. So give me that thumbs up and let's get back into it. So when I'm talking about the whole funnel, I'm talking about the funnel once people get to your website. You have the top of the funnel, which is going to simply be the amount of visitors to your store. Then the middle of the funnel, kind of top tier, will be how many people have viewed a product page. So how many people actually went from either your homepage, your About Us, wherever they landed from, to one of your product pages. From there, how many people have added to cart? Next, how many people have initiated checkout? And then lastly, like we just went over a minute ago, your conversion rate based on how many people have purchased. So all in all, you want to start by looking at how many people have actually added to cart. So firstly, you want to look at how many people have actually visited a product page. If you're seeing 1,000 visitors but only 2 to a product page, well then you might have to look at what type of advertising you're running, in that maybe the message isn't completely clear because people aren't actually engaging on your website. Next step is, let's see how many people have added to cart from that product page. So being able to identify, like, okay, they got to the product page, what are you not telling them? Or what are you showing them that may be hindering their decision to make a purchase that's preventing them from adding to cart? So that's going to be really important. Like I said, breaking apart the whole cycle of how people are engaging on your website is going to be very important. Before we even get how to increase the conversion rate, we need to determine why the conversion rate is so low. So next, we see product page, they've got there, they've added to cart, they have initiated checkout, but then they're not purchasing. So could it be that you're not giving an offer? Maybe it's that you have too many steps within your checkout process that's preventing them from seamlessly checking out on your page and completing that transaction. So I know I'm giving you guys a ton of information so far, and don't get like super overwhelmed by this, because there are actually industry conversion rates, which we're going to get into next, that might be pretty shocking and that you might actually be doing pretty well. So hit this thumbs up button and let's get into industry benchmarks. Per unbounce.com, these are 2021 industry benchmarks for conversion rates. Luxury handbags, 0.6% conversion rate. Home furniture, 0.8% conversion rate. Now, mind you, those two are very expensive price points, so kind of understandable that the conversion rate won't be that average, 1 to 3%. Sporting goods, 1.5%. Footwear, 2.1%. Electronics, 2.2%. Kind of makes sense because if I'm going to buy a Sony TV, I'm just going to find the best price and I'm going to purchase it. Toys and learning, 2.3%. Home decor, 2.4%. Beauty and makeup, also 2.4%. Health, 2.8%. And hair care, 3.5%. So very interesting across the board. I will leave a link to that article in the description below because they get into way more detail about various industries and mobile and desktop, and we don't need to get into that. Those are the average industry benchmarks. So now the key is to go to your WooCommerce or your Shopify store and look at what your conversion rate is. If you want to do it on your own, there's a very quick and easy formula, which I mentioned before, but I'll just re-outline it here for you now. The number of transactions divided by the number of visitors times 100, and that will give you your conversion rate. So one of the things I saw with Savage Man Grooming is that our add to carts were 2.5%. Our checkouts initiated were almost 3% of that 2%. So we were looking really good. But then the purchase dropped down significantly to like 0.75%. And so we started diving into exactly what I'm going to outline to you guys next to get that conversion rate increased. So firstly, you want to look at the top of the funnel, which is going to be your advertising. Is your ad copy speaking to exactly what your product is? Are your images exactly what you're selling? Is there a clear, concise messaging of your branding and your advertising so that once people get to your website, they already know what you're selling? Or are you doing some weird things that might talk about other things, driving to the website, lowering the conversion rate? So you want to look at your messaging first and foremost. From everybody who has never seen your brand before, what is the message and brand imagery that you're showing off to them? That right there will be a huge factor in driving quality to your website, which right off the bat will increase your conversion rate. If you're running a bunch of random Google display ads and people are just clicking, falling off, it's not quality. You need the top people who are most likely going to purchase. If you're looking for more information on that, click this video where I go all of them to Facebook ads targeting to find the right people, which will help your conversion rate. I would rather have 500 highly qualified buyers than 5,000 window shoppers. Next is going to be speed optimization. Now, if you have a WooCommerce WordPress site, relatively easy to speed up your site. If you have a Shopify site, make sure all of your images are compressed to less than 100 kilobytes. Those are going to be really simple things that you can do to increase the speed of your site. Also, don't look at Shopify's little site speed thing. Doesn't work. Go to gtmetrics.com. Run a site speed test to see how fast your site loads. So according to Cloudflare, which is a huge CDN company, we use them at Blue Water, fabulous company, they say that 47% of people expect a website to load in less than 2 seconds. Have you ever clicked on an Instagram ad and all of a sudden have it just not load and you're like, never mind, I'm not going to buy this product because the site isn't even loading for me? That is a huge problem. So you want to make sure that you are preventing that in any way possible. On average, according to Cloudflare, any site that loads in 2.4 seconds has a minimum conversion rate of 1.9%. At 3.3 seconds, it drops down to 1.5%. At 4.2 seconds, it drops to less than 1%. And at 5.7 seconds, essentially you've lost them and it's roughly 0.6%. So click the link in the description below, learn more about Cloudflare, fantastic CDN that will speed up your website. Now, next dead giveaway is reviews. In Shopify, I just started using this app called Loox, Loox, that highlights all of my reviews, makes it super simple for people who have purchased to write reviews. It also sends automated emails to people after I think 14 days to ask for a review. So using user-generated content, whether that be videos or reviews on your website, will absolutely increase your conversion rate. From Shopify, people are 62% more likely to purchase if there are a minimum of 10 reviews on a product page. So that is so important because something as simple as adding reviews will increase your conversion rate. And then lastly is write phenomenal product descriptions. outline ingredients, tech, specifications, weight, size. Give as much information as you can on your product descriptions to inform the person that this is the product that they want to purchase. And then lastly, capture email addresses, because those people who are willing to submit their email to you are more likely to convert than that cold traffic driving at the top of the funnel. These people will repurchase from you over and over again, which will increase your overall conversion rate. I know there was a lot of information in here. I hope you guys found it useful. If you did, give me the thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. I'm here to help you guys out. Leave a comment below with any questions or problems you might be experiencing. I'll be happy to answer them. We'll see you guys next week.